Windows on the World live every Sunday 9 to 11 PM GMT. Join me, Mark Windows, and Tony Hurst. Join the conversation in our chat box and also catch up with life-changing information on our continuous programme stream at windowsontheworld.net.
Hello, Victim Support. Emma speaking. How can I help?
Oh, hello there. Hi. Yes, I just wanted to ask you a few questions actually, because I was assaulted by 2 Kent police officers in 2015.
Okay.
And despite my complaints, which went to Alan Pewsley, the professional standards and the IPCC as it was then, and the IOPC as it is now, I am being told that all is that I can do is complain back to the police that assaulted me. Have you got any ideas on where I could go?
Okay, I'm not too sure, because usually have you already been to the IPCC, is that what you're saying?
Yes, the IPCC is merely a gatekeeping organisation which goes back into professional standards at the police. Kent Police professional standards are liars. They've lied. I've got all the evidence of the lies. I've printed the lies that they've told. And of course the Legal Services Department I've been in touch with for 2 years, and they've withheld defence evidence. Kent Police are basically a criminal organisation, and I don't know who to report them to. Have you got any idea?
Not off the top of my head. What I can do, I'll just have a little look, because usually we would suggest the IOPC, but I'm just going to have a little, I'm just going to put you on hold just to see if anyone else has got any ideas as well.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thanks.
That's all right, maybe a second. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, so I was just having a chat with, speaking to some of my colleagues, and basically you've sort of done everything correctly, you've gone sort of to the right people. The only other thing you could do is talk to your local MP, maybe, like write
Well,
a
that's
letter.
interesting actually, yeah, because I contacted Gordon Henderson and he got a response from Giovanni Cicciario in your legal department, and Giovanni Cicciario printed a pack of lies back to the MP. That's all been reported. So there's also Sonia Granston, who works for Alan Pewsley, who's also lied to me. She made untrue statements about a phone call that was made to Kent Legal Services, which fortunately I recorded. And it's all in the public domain. The thing is that the 2 officers that assaulted me perverted the course of justice and destroyed evidence in a case, and it's ruined someone's life, and it's had a great effect on me. However, the point I'm trying to make is that Alan Pewsley is totally unaccountable. So if he's totally unaccountable, if I go to the Crime Commissioner's office, that seems to be the only place I can go to.
Yeah, the other place is called Matthew Scott. He's the Crime Commissioner for Kent. So that could be another option.
Okay.
So his name's Matthew Scott.
Right.
I'm not sure how you'd go. I'm just having a little look quickly for you. I'm not too sure sort of how you'd write an office, like a letter.
Yes, I've actually looked on the website. That's where I got your number from actually, because I thought it was interesting that they had a Kent Victim Support team, but they don't have a support team for people who've been abused by the Kent Police, because the Kent Police in this case, they abused their own processes, they perverted the course of justice, they assaulted me, they prevented me from...
We can still support you, so we can give you like emotional support. But what we usually suggest, for instance, like that is the IOPC. It may be worth going back to them and maybe talking to somebody else there, to see what else they suggest. Just because they sort of specialise in this kind of thing, and maybe speaking to somebody different, they may be.
Well, what they told me was actually that what they told me was that I had to go back to Kent Professional Standards. Well, Kent Professional Standards are a bunch of liars. I've proved that already. They just lie routinely, and this is in the public domain. It's all over the internet. I've published it. You can go to windowsontheworld.net and look at the Bent Kent Police crime farming. Alan Pewsley's aware of it. He won't speak to me, so maybe I should go to the commissioner then. Yeah, okay, I'll try that.
Yeah, it's another option. The other thing you can do as well, maybe to get some advice, is go to your local citizens' advice. The
police should be accountable. It's not up to an independent third party to try and make the police accountable. They should be...
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe they might be able to give you some other advice.
The advice that I've been given is that I can't do anything about it. However, what I would like to report to you is that PC Wood of Kent Police, Medway Police, assaulted me, destroyed evidence and perverted the course of justice. I just wanted to make sure that you know that and tell people in the office that. And if PC Wood wants to get in touch with me, I'm trying to get in touch with him for ages. And also, I think there's another one called Nelson. He's the one who pushed me in the chest.
Okay, that's not something we would do, I'm afraid. No. Like, we just offer emotional and practical support for people who have been affected by crime. So we don't.
Well, I've been very affected by crime. It's ruined 2 years of my life trying to clear the name of the person who Kent Police stitched up and destroyed evidence.
Have you got any support about this?
No, not at all.
Okay, we might need like family or friends at home.
Well, what the support I need is from the public, really, to get these bent police officers at Kent arrested and get Alan Pewsley kicked out of his office, because I've asked him to resign. He's been told that there's public opinion against him. He's hiding in his office, and he has Sonia Granston who writes lies on his behalf. I'm not underestimating this, by the way. I'm stating this as fact. I've got proof that they've lied to me on many occasions.
I'm sorry, it's just we sort of don't deal with this stuff usually. That's also.
No, I'm actually making this phone call to make a point to you about what's actually going on within the police. You've been very helpful, so thank you very much.
Okay, all right. Just give us a call, like I said, if you need any support. Sorry we couldn't be more help, but I hope you get this sorted, all right?
Thank you very much. Bye.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye-bye. So the Independent Police Complaints Commission gets replaced by the Independent Office for Police Conduct. You've noted they've taken the word complaint out of there, and we'll get to that in a minute. But on the government website, it stated that this new organisation could initiate its own investigations without relying on a force to record and refer a particular case for investigation. It could reopen cases it had closed where there was a compelling reason, such as new evidence. It would increase the IOPC's independence from the police by abolishing managed and supervised investigations. Now, this is incredibly funny because it doesn't do any of those things. I got in touch with the Independent Office for Police Conduct because I had complained to the Independent Police Complaints Commission, as it was last year, about Kent Police, basically saying that they had perverted the course of justice, amongst many other things. I'll give you the shows that link to that in a minute. But what's really incredibly funny about all this is that when you complain to the IPCC, it would actually go to the professional standards department of the relevant police force. So it was up to the professional standards in the police force whether they actually investigated themselves. So they would have to consent to being investigated by themselves, which was the Independent Police Complaints Commission. And now they've got this new organisation, the Independent Office for Police Conduct, which is even more useless, because when I phoned them up and stated that I wanted to complain because the IPCC had not investigated my complaint, they said, well, all complaints have to go to the Professional Standards Department. I said, well, it's the Professional Standards Department and the legal services at Kent Police I'm complaining about. So how can the professional standards at Kent Police investigate themselves when they are entirely corrupt and indeed criminal? And they said, well, that's what you have to do. So in other words, they are of no use whatsoever. They have no purpose. The Independent Office for Police Conduct has no purpose. And I'll prove it with this phone call.
Just in terms of your call to us today, what was it that you wanted to know? Sorry, what was the information you needed?
Well, the information I need is, how can I raise a complaint against Kent Police when their gatekeeping makes it such that their lies stop the complaint getting to the IPCC?
Oh, right, okay. It is just the exact same process as all complaints against the Kent Police need to go to the Professional Standards Department.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is that the Professional Standards Department at Kent Police are not fit for purpose. They have consistently lied.
I do understand what you're saying, especially as you've just, explained the whole situation of what they responded to you in your initial complaint. But you need to understand that we oversee the police complaints process that's set in legislation. Yes. Now, if you don't agree with that legislation and you don't think they're fit for purpose, that's completely fine. You're entitled to believe that. But I can't advise you any differently than what is currently set in legislation, and that is a case of sending it to the Professional Standards Department.
I see. Well, what I'd like to report to you as a matter of public interest, and I'll report to your press office, is that Kent Police are burying evidence, perverting the course of justice, and they assaulted a witness. They've withheld witness evidence. and they've denied medication to a vulnerable person in custody. These are just some of the things that they have done. Now, how would I actually complain against a police force that is utterly corrupt, and their chief constable will not even speak to me? He gets a minion.
I've just advised you how to complain about that. You still have to go through the... However you phrase the question, the answer will always be your complaint has to go to the Professional Standards Department.
Okay, so that's fine. I must say that I accept that you are not fit for purpose either, because if you can't investigate these criminals in the police, well, nobody can really, can they?
All right then, sir. Well, if there's nothing else I can assist you with today, we will have to leave it there.
Well, that's great. That's all on the public record now, that the IPCC or the IPOC, whatever you call yourselves, will not investigate the police. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.